Hi there and welcome back to another video. So today is the first day of May, when I'm uploading this at least, and it's the beginning of Mermay. So this year, as I'm stuck at home, I thought I will try and participate a bit more in Mermay this year officially. I'm finally doing it. I've done my own personal list this year because I went through the official list and through some others, and there were a few prompts that I liked, but mostly I didn't feel that inspired to work with. Sometimes because they were repetitive, sometimes because they just didn't tell me anything at the moment. So I decided to do my own list. It started out kind of like putting out some prompts for myself, and I decided to publish it. So it's up on my Instagram and on my blog on the post I have for Mermay. I'm gonna have links to both of that down below if you want to check that out. But I've called it Dark Mermay, hashtag Dark Mermay, and it's mainly because I've realized that most of my prompts took kind of a dark turn, and I'm kind of imagining most of the pieces in like a night dark setup. This one I'm gonna be doing today is Lighthouse, is the first prompt. I'm hoping you will enjoy seeing the process of a watercolor painting. I haven't done this in a bit, and that's mainly because the tripod I have is very bad and it's kind of broken. I've managed to get my hands on a better one for a bit, so I decided to try and record this. So yeah, I have to get a new tripod to be able to record more of these. So if you like this watercolor time lapse and all of that, please let me know, because they take more time to set up and do, but they're very enjoyable. So if you like them, let me know so I can make more. I'm gonna talk about 2 points on this video. One, it's the mermaid thing. So yeah, I'm doing Mermay. My prompt list has only 20, I can't remember right now, I think it's 25 or 26 prompts, because I'm not doing the whole month. I rather do 26 better pieces than all the thing and get burned out and not being able to. Also because I'm having some finals on university, even though we're doing them from home, but I still need some time to do that, so I can't really draw every day. I'm keeping it kind of simple, and I've decided just yesterday that when I was doing this little sketch for this piece that I'm gonna try to do a little coloring book after Mermay with all my sketches. It's gonna be kind of a simple coloring book. I'm not gonna have a very complicated line work or anything, and I think I'll probably sell it for cheap, I don't know, on Gumroad or something like that as a PDF. So there's that. I hope if you like my drawings that you'll check that out if you're interested. I'm not gonna do them all in watercolors. I just wanted to record this one. I might do some in watercolors, but I'm not sure if all of them, because the only set I have here is the Winston & Newton small one, and I like it, but not that much. So I will rather have my Kuretake watercolors to play with this. And I also don't have watercolor paper, so you will see papers wrinkling up a bit and it doesn't look as good as a proper watercolor paper. This one kind of supports the washes and stuff, so it's thick enough for that, but it's not very good to support a lot of water. So for example, right now I have the drawing between books to kind of press it up and take off the wrinkles so I can take a proper photo and everything. I'm making do with what I have, and I may make a few more watercolor paintings this month, but I'll see. And on the other hand, I wanted to talk about a little something I'm working on the blog. It's already up, a couple of posts. I'm working on the ultimate watercolor guide for beginners, for intermediate artists. I'm trying to make a full series of posts that make watercolor more comprehensive for anyone starting out. So it's gonna cover a bit of everything. So far I just have the intro post where I tell you a bit more about how the series is gonna work and what it's gonna contain. Then I have the first post with actual full information, which is about paints. I tell you all about the composition of paints, durability, types of paints, and the different qualities they have. And I also have a few recommendations for beginners and pros of sets of watercolor. So if you're starting out and you're a bit lost on what to buy, I think that could help you. Some I've tried, and some of them are ones I've heard reviews of and I've seen other artists use. So I think all of the recommendations I have there are trustable. So if you're interested, you can check that out. Next up, coming up next week on Wednesday, I will have a guide of brushes and papers. So that's how it's gonna go. So far, I'm thinking about the post of paints that I already have up, brushes and paper that is coming up, techniques where I explain a bit more, and that one probably will come with a video too that I might publish here. Then I'll talk about other things like other tools that can help improve your watercolor work, and then also exercises that can help you get better and things like that. All of these posts are filled with recommendations, with resources I've found around, of, for example, watercolor artists that have YouTube channels that help out, like maybe they have tutorials and they have been useful to me, so I think it might be useful to you too. Some web pages or articles I found useful, things like that. So it's not only my info, but I also want to provide a lot of extra info if you want to find out more, because I'm keeping the post very full of information and talking a bit about everything, but I'm not going full on detail on certain things because you might not be interested, for example, on the chemical composition of paint. It's kind of a boring theme, and I don't think most artists really need to know too much to begin with watercolors. So I'm keeping it light, but I also have a ton of information so far. So I'm thinking that after the blog series is done, and I will take notes of my research and see if I can make a little ebook that complements and kind of fills the gap of the posts that might have for someone that wants to know much more than what I've put on the series. But what I intend is that the free series is still the most useful it can be, because I don't find online that much information for watercolor, not at least in a full set of posts or something. Most of them are just, I don't know, I don't like this kind of tutorials, but things like how to paint a beard in watercolors, how to paint flowers in watercolors, and stuff like that I don't really found useful, and I don't know if they really teach anything actually. That's what I have in the works. I really hope that series is going to be really useful. So if you want to check that out, the 2 posts that I already have up will be linked down below. And if you want to know more and keep up with this series, I'm going to leave also a link for you to subscribe to the blog, but I'll probably keep updating the channel here too, because as I said, I'm going to try to make some complimentary videos that are probably going to be posted here too. And if you're watching this and you're interested in this series, but you still have some certain doubts of watercolor that I might have not mentioned, or you have some certain questions that you want to know, please let me know, because I'm still deciding if I need to add some extra posts with more info, solving common doubts or something. So yeah, that was all for today's video. I just wanted to catch up a bit, tell you what I've been doing, in case you're interested in all of the watercolor stuff, or if you're doing Mermay, then you might be interested in keeping up with my work. You might be interested in my prompt list or something. So if you're doing Mermay, please let me know. I would love to know. And if you are interested in watercolors, please do let me know what doubts or things that bother you the most, or if you have worked with watercolors already, please do let me know what was the hardest thing when you started out. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!